Journaling turns me into a profitable forex trader, and it will turn you into one as well. So if you're not already journaling, or you have been journaling, but it hasn't really helped you to make any sort of meaningful progress in your trading, in this video, I'm going to teach you my 6-part journaling strategy, which you can use to help you make real progress into becoming a profitable forex trader. So let's take a look at my 6-part journaling system. Just before we get into it, if you're wondering who I am, my name is Lawrence. I'm a multiple 6-figure funded trader. I've been trading for over 5 years now, and I run a trading education company with its core mission of helping 100 forex traders make their first payout by 2027. If you want to see proof of my own trading, head over to the YouTube community. I post my payouts, certificates, and also check out my Twitter, link in the description for more proof of my own trading. So, how is journaling going to help you? That's the real question, okay? Journaling is what will help you or allow you to identify where you're going wrong and making mistakes, what you need to improve on, and also what you're doing right and what's making you money. These are the things you need to know in order to actually become a profitable forex trader. If you don't know what's losing you money, you're going to keep losing money. And if you don't know what's making you money, you're not going to be able to continue to repeat the actions that are making you money. And that's how journaling is going to help you. And that's why you need to be journaling. But why learn my journaling system? There's loads out there, but why learn mine? The journaling system you're going to learn in this video, the 6-part journaling system, is what helped me to find consistency, get funded, and start making consistent payouts. I've been using this system, this 6-part system, for a good 3 years now, dating back to probably 2022, potentially 2023, middle of 2022. That's how long I've been using this system, and this journaling system has helped me to find profitability, get funded, and scale with prop fund payouts. And it's going to help you as well. And that's the sole purpose of this video. So, what are the 6 parts to my journaling system? On your screen, you can see the 6 parts to my journaling system. The first part is the pair. Second part, grading your trades. Third, lesson and notes. Fourth, trade outcome. Fifth, visual screenshots. And the last part, the 6th part, is documenting your trade, or documenting the date, sorry. And throughout this video, we're going to be going through each part of the journaling system. So part number 1, the pair. The first part of my journaling strategy, or my journaling system, is to write down the pair you took the trade on. Very simple, very straightforward. This is important because as you journal more trades, you'll begin to see what pairs you are trading, okay, are the most profitable for you. So you'll want to focus on trading them more. And that's why the first part of this journaling system is to journal the pair that you took the trades on. So like I said, by doing so, you're going to be able to identify and look back after enough trades, after enough months have gone by, and be able to see, well, Euro USD, that seems to be my most profitable pair, or Pound Yen, I seem to be losing 80% of the trades I take on that pair. And so you can begin to do more of what's working and less of what isn't working. Part number 2, grading your trades. And so now this next part of the system is probably one of the most important parts of journaling. I grade the quality of all my trades between 1 and 4. But what does each grade mean, and why is it important? Here's the grading system I use to grade all of my trades. And just a side note, as a forex trader, your goal is to only take trades that fall under grading 1 and 2. And here's what this means, and here's the grading system. So if you grade a trade 1, okay, grading a trade 1 means that it is a valid winning trade. It's a trade that met all of your rules, it was a high quality setup, it followed your process to the T, and it won. So that is a grade 1 trade. That's the best trade that we can take. That's the best grading that I can give a trade following this journaling system. Grade 2 is a valid losing trade. So it's still a trade that followed all of your rules. It followed the process. It was still a good setup, but it lost. And that's going to be graded number 2. And now moving on to the other end of the grading. Grade 3 is it's not a valid trade, but it won. So it's a trade that you know you maybe shouldn't have taken. It didn't meet all of your entry criteria, but you took it anyway. It didn't actually follow your trading process, but it still won. It still made you money. We're going to be grading that 3. And then lastly here, grade 4. This is a not valid trade. It wasn't a valid trade. It didn't follow your trading process. It didn't follow your rules. It wasn't valid. It wasn't part of your strategy. And it also lost you money. It was also a losing trade. That's going to be grade 4. And it's really important to grade your trades so that you can understand what trades you should take more of, and really what trades are working, what trades are making you money, and what trades you need to be avoiding. So you can see here the importance of why you should be journaling, because you can gather data on your trading, you can gather data on the actions and your performance in the market and understand where you're going wrong, what you're doing right. And by knowing all of these things, like I said in the beginning, is what's going to help you to progress as a forex trader and go on to become profitable, get funded and scale with prop firms. So grading your trades also holds you accountable and highlights to you whether you're taking the right trades or not. So just before I go on to part number 3, if you are a forex trader and you don't have a profitable strategy, you haven't found your edge in the markets, you don't actually know what trades to be taking, your trading is all over the place, you can learn my entire supply and demand strategy completely for free, which I use to take me to multiple 6 figures in funding by clicking the link in the description. So part number 3, lessons and notes. After grading my trade, I then write down any lessons or important notes I should document about the trade I have taken. So the more detail, the better. So part number 3 is all about writing down details, basically documenting and gathering notes, any lessons about the trade you have just taken. But what should you be writing down? That's the question. In this part of the journaling system, you should be writing down the exact process you followed to take the trade, whether the trade actually followed your strategy, and if there were any mistakes that you made which you need to improve on or avoid for next time. So very simple, we're just writing any lessons, any notes about that particular trade that you have taken so that you can avoid them for next time or continue to keep doing if you did something well. You want to be writing down your entire process, your thought process behind the trade, what market structure looked like, and every bit of detail behind the trade, the lessons, and anything important about that particular trade that needs to be noted down. The overall idea of this part of the journaling system is to document the following: what you did well on the trade, what you didn't do well on the trade, what you need to improve on going forward, and the process and details behind why you took the trade. So part number 4, trade outcome. This next part, very simple, doesn't need much explanation. You just need to write down the outcome of the trade, which could be a loss, break even, take profit, or a half take profit if you had to close the trade early. So part number 4 is just simply writing down the outcome of the trade you took. So this next part of the journaling system, I capture a screenshot of the trade I took using TradingView. I capture both the entry time frame and the higher time frame analysis of the trade I took. So with my particular strategy, I use the 4-hour time frame to take my trades, that's my entry time frame, but I also use the daily time frame to do my analysis to understand where the market's going, which direction the daily market structure is trending. And by the way, if you want to learn this strategy, complete for free, check out the link in the description. But I journal them, I screenshot each time frame. But how do you screenshot your trades and where should you keep them? I personally use Notion to journal the screenshots of all my trades. However, you can also create a folder on your desktop or laptop to store all the screenshots of the trades you have taken. And so on your screen, there's just a visual example of how you can use TradingView to log or take screenshots of your trades. There's a little camera icon there that's highlighted, and you can either download the image, copy the image link, which is personally what I do, and then put it into a Notion sort of folder. But there you go, that is how you can use TradingView to take screenshots and log visually the trades that you have taken. Part 6, the last part of my journaling system, documenting the dates. And so the last part is to write down the date of when I took the trade. I do this so that I know when I took each individual trade. Very simple, very straightforward, but I want to know the date of every trade that I took, and so should you. And I do this so that I can go back and easily review my trades. So I can look through my Notion journal and I can see I took a particular trade on the 7th of September. And then what I can do is, because I know the date of the trade, I can then go back onto the charts on TradingView. I can go back to that particular time in the market, the 7th of September, and I can do my analysis, or I can review the trade, have a look at price action, see how market structure moved, and just gather more detail if I need to. And so the same reason you document a date of when you had a business expense, it's the same reason as to why you would document the date of your trades, okay? Trading, technically each individual position is a transaction, is a business expense, and so you want to be documenting the dates of when you took your trades. And so that is the 6-part journaling system that I've personally used for several years now, and it's helped me to progress as a trader, find consistency, and go on to get funded and scale with payouts. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.